I like what VICI's got. I'm not sold. I think draw would be better for PSG LGD.
I mean, PSG speedrun the draft, so maybe they're going to speedrun the game as well. We'll see.
Possible.
Because they're moving in for a tri-lane down
He might
here.
be in trouble if he decides to go for that play. Iron Shell already on Darkseer.
And there's not too much that Y can do down here to really defend him if he does get jumped.
Ame might be a bit too tanky, even with the 2 Iron Shells, sitting at almost 800 HP. Nothing to say.
Excuse me?
Sorry?
What? That is actually unbelievable. Oh man, this TA is going to be a beast. And that top lane, something we've not looked at just yet. And of course that Slardar having a good start, even farm with the Troll Warlord, and Ori dead again.
Okay, I'm not even watching the other lanes. I'm just going to be watching the mid, and he gets the tips from his own teammates.
Does TA come and clear them now? Like, everything is happening so fast for LGD. T was saying they've speedrun the draft, they're going to speedrun the game, and it looks like they're looking to set a new world record here. But VICI Gaming with some moves of their own. Cold Feet there, holding Faith Beyond in place. Slardar slain by DY. And Old 11 also cutting waves bottom.
I'm dead.
So a bit of action created by VICI Gaming to try and unsettle LGD's early lead.
And while all this is happening, TA farming the Ancients, Snapfire goes to the mid lane to collect some of the XP. 11.
Yeah, dead on the tower. Trying to cut these waves, Y just dives on him. LGD a little bit late to the party top. They're not really collapsing on that opposing objective. It's just Slardar up there, it looks like. Troll Warlord a little bit afraid of his life. Does get into the trees. Poyo going to cut through, consider where he wants to move as they roll towards. Nothing to say. A big kill if they can have it. In comes Ori, the traps are thrown. Nothing to say. Turns with a Meld Strike. The Sunray, the heal, not enough. Massive pick-off for VICI Gaming. And a deny on the tier 1 tower. I don't know, that bug pause they had, maybe that's got something to do with it. Old 11 going to TP out of bottom lane. And tier 1 top, still an objective that LGD are yet to claim. Ame shows on the wave, so the remnants in from Ori. YW and DY there, the Ice Blast connecting, and Doom, he chucks his ulti onto the Ember Spirit. No real backup here. Poyo's even going to come in to lap up some of that golden experience shared across his squad.
Straight into Roche Pit. That's so done. Little Shredder maxed out.
What's the minus armor like on that Roshan, man?
Minus 18, minus 36.
36. Okay, there we go. Big man, he's dead. See you in 8 minutes. And now TA with Aegis kisses launch. DY in trouble. Brought within and into his life. The kick away by PYW saves the AA.
Temple Assassins just sometimes they don't want to go for it. Extremely greedy. But there's so much magical and overtime damage that burns through your refraction.
Feels like you desperately need it. Yeah, I think you might be right. But at this rate, you know, the Blink Dagger is going to come so quickly. She could just jump the AA, one-shotter as the roll in towards that Aegis carrier. They've got the diving Supernova Phoenix. Great one on that high grab behind the TA, and she's not even dead yet. Ice Blast connects. Nothing to say, will fall inside the wall on Ori. He's retreating. Well, GD considering the move forward to defend this TA because she might die twice here. Cold Feet gonna snap her in place and a good roll forward. Oh, they jumped away with the cookie, and now the Doom onto the Troll Warlord who already popped this battle trance. Nets up, but the Blink Slardar crushes him, and he's been left alone. VICI Gaming initiate. They take the Aegis, but they lose their Troll for it.
Different item build, not a single farming tool, no Battle Fury, which is not a thing anymore unless you're playing into maybe Phantom Lancer matchup. I've seen Diffusal Blades, I've seen Maelstroms to be able to increase your farming potential. This time around wants to be able to dispel those fiery spirits and dispel corrosive haze.
Here they come. Okay. Nothing to say, just blow straight through, and this DDPA, good stomp as well. The Doom in towards Ori. They're just being run over. LGD are crushing it. VICI Gaming have no response.
They jump on Darkseer, who is pretty much the main source of damage for VICI Gaming, so he also needs to be able to reset. If someone gets them, surge him away.
LGD, all wise up at the front. They'll spend the Magnetize for him. They get 1 kill off the back of that disastrous battle around their tier 2, but...
And now Templar Assassin, level 18, means more traps, and also means more damage.
More damage. Yeah, and LGD playing for second Roshan here. Roll onto the Ice Blast. Arme has the backup though. BKB and the blink stun. PYW will roll out of danger, but the Doom comes straight onto the docks here, and Arme runs forward.
Low.
The kisses landing in onto VICI Gaming, and Arme, he's popped his one.
Good
he's
for.
more stabbed away, but the Remnant chase. Ori finds the catch in the back while PYW cleared up. The TA's on the supports. The backline's been shredded. Poyo, you can do all you can against this. Nothing to say TA, but Ori can't stand his ground against it. Y comes out with a double kill, and the troll is stuck in the tree.
There's the ulti just to buy a bit more time.
He can't lifesteal enough though to deal with a Sunray burn and a minus armor pummeling from LGD.
And now they're gonna go for a tier 2, maybe even try to knock on tier 3.
Roshan here, not attempted by VICI, but they know that it's alive, and they know this is very likely their last chance to have some kind of fight with LGD.
VICI, they need a big wall. Right now, Ori,
Keeping
king
vision
of
in
the
the pit.
hill, yeah.
Troll with the axes, Vortex spots inside there, but Arme, he's the one to kick it off. Nice blast towards him. Poyo down to half HP, being burnt by the Sunray as well, and his kisses. They're zoning out VICI Gaming while PYW was in the pit. They'll try and chase back onto Arme's Doom. He's chased up, and Poyo being kited around. The Troll is isolated. TA with the melt strikes finishes him off. They get Y's Phoenix on the right-hand side of the fight, as well as the Doombringer.
Wall still available, plus a vacuum.
And it's a good pick off on the Slaughter as well. Nothing to say, has to BKB up. Inside that wall, time to run away as LGD do get picked off around the Roche pit.
It's still a big W.
PYW, they're going for this, but the trap's slow and a scatter blast hit.
They managed to kill the Roche while all this was happening, and he goes in, 2 shots him.
DY, destroyed. And Old 11 might be going the same way. But they will come again for round 2 in a few seconds or so. And another 5v5 should be brewing. Ori clears out that mid-wave. The rest of VICI Gaming behind him. They've got to know. They've got to know. Something's up there. Blink in from Arme. He gets turned on though, as Poyo being found down in the bottom lane. Ice Blast connecting onto Nothing to Say. The kisses towards that Troll Warlord bot though, as Faith Bian tracks back onto Poyo. Trolls down to the Sunray, no. He gets the battle trance off, but the kiting begins. 4 staffs and that corrosive haze with the chain stuns coming in. Crush and Cookie landing perfectly, while PYW, the long-range projectile, clears him up as that Aegis reclaimed out by the TA.
Ame's madman. He jumped in with no BKB whatsoever.
We go straight on them. They're going to back, but it doesn't matter. Ori can't maneuver himself away from the egg.
They get the kill. Good usage of the Aegis, and but they still didn't do any real damage to tier 3 towers.
What the next move is going to be for them. They haven't even taken that mid-tier 1 tower yet. And some pings coming out.
Ori's item build is pretty much whatever gives armor, I'm gonna build in this game.
Oh, look at Faith Beyond. Baiting so hard. The illusion. Not real, guys.
It's time to go. That they instantly smoke.
That's
No
Ice Blast
AA
down.
blast.
The blink stun catches 2, and they're on the dogs here. The melt strike, the jump from Arme, and Old 11's gone. Poyo doomed up as well. The kisses, they ended, but they've got Infernal Blade and damage over time. That'll be enough to bring down the Troll. There's a buyback out of dogs here. Oh, the wall! They get them all inside of it, but the Supernova and the turnaround Sunray. Old 11 has to run. Jin Q, he's being brought low, but they don't have any finishing touches. PYW, he's trying to magnetize and catch him out. But they've
BKBs are down.
Slaughter going. Troll Warlord finds him.
They catch two cores, but they expended 2 buybacks. 1 on 11, 1 on Poyo.
Jin Q positioned behind the trees. Cookie on a creep, clear out the wave, make sure the push ends right there. VICI Gaming sticking around. They don't have Vac Wall, they don't have some of these big cooldowns that they would like to play with, but a roll in. Ember Spirit started on the Snapfire, they dive in Fiery Spirits, but that's Jin Q gone for a minute. Now Nothing to Say being dived.
He might jump in.
Could maybe, yeah, one shot into some of these heroes.
On top of Cheese and Aegis, who do they give Axe to? I wouldn't mind
TA.
Yeah, why? Because why not?
TA Aghanim Scepter has been so powerful. Jumping around, controlling the map.
Level 25 on TA is so good. You have 14 refraction charges. They have a lot of overtime damage, but you know, the damage that you get from it, not just defensive one, but offensive is pretty damn good compared to old talent. 1 second melt hit bash before it was 1.5. now that it got nerfed. I'll keep
VICI
that thought.
trying to do something drastic here, but they've lost DY. I mean, comes that Templar Assassin just finding the backlines. The Ghost Scepter roll away, PYW escapes, but Ori found out by Faith Bian. Unfortunately, can't get the crush there, while Poyo just doomed by Arme. They come in and slay Old 11. The Darkseer's gone, no buyback on him, and the Troll Warlord, he's dead. Nothing to say comes out with a triple kill after finding PYW, and GG's called. It's a long time coming. I mean, since those 2 kills that TA got on that Ember Spirit, we felt this game just completely slipping out of the hands of VICI Gaming.
Yeah, it was a complete disaster. Getting Meld level 1, being able to surprise him with that -5 armor, gets 2 kills because of it, and completely snowballs out of control.
I don't like the PL, but I'll still go with PSG LGD. They just look much better and on much better form at the moment. I dislike the PL pick though.
He's going to have to battle his way back to just try and hit some creeps. He can't do it. How many denies do we get here then for nothing to say? Good stun with the Dragon Tail, deny for Ori. And so far, DK02 against Magnus's just 1 CS. Good courier snipe top though coming through. Tango's down and Jinkyu
Going in
is
for
going
the
for the
second.
double, but the Earth Spike catches out the next assassin. A good spin there, back through the stun, and Jinkyu. That's your first blood. Poyo picks it up.
Baited by the courier. Did they get the second one as well? Steroid doesn't have the empower. Especially against Mag, Lashrak, you need to be careful what you're stacking. We've seen so many times teams invading the enemy triangle and stealing the stack.
Okay, he's actually skewered back to his tower. Stun and cold feet though, trapping nothing to say there. And even though he's potentially under that tower and tanky, they've got 3 heroes surrounding him. That leaves Old 11 now in a pretty free spot here to bully the Phantom Lancer and get tons of farm for himself. Like 14 denies on Old 11, he's playing out of his mind.
Something that Old 11 does pretty much always whenever he plays Mars is buy that Ring of Health to have the sustain in the lane.
All the stuns. Yo, Fairy Fires and spins. Edict still going there with that physical damage with the right click from Jinkyu. Finds the kill on Jug while in comes Lion. Just
Another stun available.
They've got the turnaround on him, you're right. Oh, wow. Lion wanted to chip away at Faith Bian, but instead gives a double to Jinkyu.
Like, you can keep this throughout the whole game if you don't get hit while you have Tranquils. Something that Milan on his Earth Spirit does quite well.
Absolutely does. That's a good shout. A good setup by Jinkyu. He knows that this move from VICI Gaming is coming. Obs and Sentry going to get dewarded by DY, and a good 2-man stun there, and an RP catching Lion under the tower. Nothing to say. Hexed up, but gets the finish. Tower damage is enough, and now VICI Gaming kind of stuck in this spot. Y and Jinkyu have that help of the Magnus to skewer forward, and another shockwave drags him back for a double kill.
Great execution. He just gets solo RP. Doesn't matter too much in the start. If you get the solo RPs on a target, you get a kill. Our next assassin has a Ferris Trinket, which also gives him an extra 100 HP.
That's a Dire Sentry, Dire Observer Ward. Giving vision across onto them, and Warlock isolated behind its own tier 1 tower. So this should lead to that first objective really being claimed here by VICI Gaming. They've got to stop LGD in their tracks from building up this lead, because Arme Phantom Lancer with Empower is going to be an incredible force.
Arme immediately TPs to the top lane, wants to be able to finish off that Diffusal Blade. They can still take this fight 4 versus 5 because Warlock is level 6. Fluffy Hats are not gonna save him here. Multiple Fluffy Hats is, at least in pubs, what was Shadow Amulet before.
Yeah, go ahead. Yules, think about the Eternal Shroud. I think that T-Governor was talking about. Maybe even scale into that more carry-oriented Lash with the Kaya Sands, the Bloodstone, things along those lines. We'll see what direction he goes, though, because LGD right now moving. With Jinkyu leading the charge. Vendetta Smoke gonna pop. That smoke
Instant
of DY.
dodge.
They get the dust on him, but the Ancient African...
Oh, that was so close.
They cancel on the RP. That was a 3-man lined up, but they've still got the golem dropped in on top of them. Ori, he's trying to escape from this. The spear through to Magnus, Old 11. Trying to claim the life of Nothing to Say, and with the Ice Blast there he does. Faith Bian now being Omni-slashed. VICI Gaming, beautiful strike back onto LGD. And they've got a fourth one, a third one, sorry, is Nyx Assassin caught with the stuns. Demolished by the God's Rebuke.
So unfortunate for LGD. If he gets that RP off on 3 people, they would follow it up.
Compare it to the bottom lane, which is pretty much always in the bottom right-hand corner, the elbow of the map. Whereas LGD here with Edict on the tier 2, hiding in the trees. Lashrak taking that tower down. And VICI Gaming being scouted out. Those wards again. The double coverage spots them out. Ice Blast coming in with a blink stun from Ori. They catch Faith Bian. They will turn around onto DY. Ancient Apparition spotted out by Kyiv and Arme. Illusions there. Really starting to irritate Old 11 and Ori as well.
Dragonite plus Mars, they're very tanky, so PSG LGD does not want to initiate on them early on. Juggernaut will become more tanky once he finishes that SNY. Stun durations are not going to be as long.
Ooh, they walked into that. Smoking straight into the PL. Dragonite loses the majority of his mana pool.
He still deals damage. Like, Dragonite's one of those heroes that doesn't care too much about his mana pool.
Do they want to fight this?
Burn.
They will catch the Warlock. Dragon Tail, God's Rebuke, Chain Stun up. Why? No answer from LGD there. Even with, Golem, with RP ready, they want to be fighting as a 5-man unit, and without Faith Beyond, they don't feel like they've got the damage, and he's shown himself on that mid lane. Finger of Death and the slices from Poyo. Down you go.
Poyo, what a bro. Uses Omni Slash just so that Lion gets that finger stack.
I think the macro play here from VICI has been absolutely spot on. Making sure that now LGD don't let them have the ancient camp. And also, potentially, going on to Ori with the RP. Phantom Lancer doesn't have any mana to burn. The Ice Blast flying in. Ori incredibly tanky. They need to drop the Golem on him as Old 11 arrives now. Ori will die, but Poyo going through. Healing Ward sniped out. Mars Arena catching out the Nyx with a spear. Y about to get critted down by Poyo, and there's the stun, finishing him off at long last. They do lose that DK first, and now the Nyx Assassin traded out as DY. There's Phantom Lancer, no real way to deal with him, and the illusions, Poyo chased down by Arme. They missed the stun though. Y with the Golem running forward, and with nothing to say there. Great shockwave, skewer forward and catch out that Juggernaut. Old 11's trapped down on the low ground now, and he's stunned up. LGD find a 5-man. They've killed everybody.
PSG LGD, they used the strength of a Phantom Lancer in that fight, going in and out multiple times.
And PYW, they were looking for an Ice Blast jump there. Lion, has the blink. Needs to get away.
Lion, after getting the Blink Dagger, trying to build a shard, multiple mana drain, which is great against some of the heroes, and also you can deal well with the PL illusions. Nothing to say, getting jumped on plus a Hex.
Can they kill him off here? They've got an Ancient Apparition coming in too. Faith Beyond, he can't save his buddy. Nothing to say. Skewered up to that high ground, thinking he'd have a free bounty rune, some free jungle camps to farm, but Ori was ready and waiting for him. Arcane Rune up at top. That's good.
Nice way to grieve inside pubs. You're playing against mana burn, means more damage dealt by mana burn.
More damage. VICI, smoke breaks. PYW, the immediate hack. The Golem drops on the Lion. Burl, the reset and the RP. They come back onto the core heroes. Kyiv with a turnaround stun, catches out. But Kyiv's dead. Poyo spinning. And Ori turns with a stun onto Faith Beyond. Yes, they find the Mars, but they got so much more with the Omni Slash. Cancelled out by the Yules. Into the creep wave, he'll jump. Poyo now trapped behind the tier 2. But Phantom Lancer is struggling to stick on targets.
And now it's time for PL to shine. He needs to burn the mana.
He gets on them now. Ori down. Y comes out with a double kill, and Poyo's spin has ended. Skewer forward, nothing to say. Gets a shockwave back. DY down again.
They can go inside a pit. This is the first Roche, 27 minutes in. It's just super annoying to play against PL, who's sitting in the back with the shard. Etherlens has that cast range, so what they want to do is try to prolong the fight.
Yeah. The double wards from LGD throughout this game. Y has been very specific about where he wants to keep that coverage. If you remember back, 20 minutes into the game, we had the double wards in the top part of the jungle when they needed to control Roshan, control the top outpost. And now they're thinking about these tier 2s and high ground.
I thought that was just a sentry ward. He places them at the exact same spot.
And now Ice Blast, they're blowing him up, and they've got the pick on, nothing to say. VICI Gaming, they spend 3 ultis there, 4 I guess, with a DK as well, popping Dragon Form, and Magnus down for 70.
This ward that Y placed, it's, I think, same thing what you're doing with techies. I'm not a techies expert where it looks like there's one mine, but there are multiple mines, so same ward at the same exact spot. Faith Beyond, force back.
Yeah, he's got his BKB as well, and that's stun. Catching out a couple, PL Illusions causing some serious problems in the Golem. Y gets it off in time, Yule's up from Old 11. Oh, man.
Golem gone.
Looking to try and get out of here. The Golem is dead as this static charge from the Dragon Knight, spreading damage out onto Kyiv as well. He's a tanky next, but he will fall. The high ground push gets halted. That's a good hold by VICI. And they spend every ulti killing off the Nyx, killing off the Magnus, sorry, and then into that Nyx, and the rest of them down bottom lane. Limited vision though there, as we see. Just one observer ward placed into that lane spot mid, and nothing to say. Deja Vu gets hit in the mid lane again. Ice blasted and gone.
There are no saves whatsoever. They get a good jump.
He's going to mana drain the illusion first. They do scout out VICI Gaming here. Oh, mate, from the trees, sending illusions out so they know someone's lurking there. It's Jinkyu and Faith Bian for now. A little bit of a spooky position to be in, though, for VICI Gaming. Even with their ultis up, and they make the jump. DK BKBs, the Ice Blast finger, the combo onto Jinkyu. Nick's
No
gone for a
buyback
minute.
on him.
No buyback, you're right. So nothing to say, he's got a lot on his plate now. The good Earth split lands onto Ori, and Phantom Lands are going to start opening up on the DK. Beautiful from LGD. Demolishes Ori as Old 11 left stranded. The rest of his squad, they bailed. The stuns from Faith Bian connecting, giving double kill here to Arme.
RP available. Oh,
Can he get it into? Oh! No.
He whiffs everything. The skewer range talent actually messes it up. And this shard on Leshrac, first I thought it was a hot garbage, and then I saw it in the action. It's one of the best shards. Top 5 shards in the game, no doubt about it. Allows you to just stand inside of it and keep fighting. I like what VICI has been doing last 2 fights. They know the threat of this Nyx Assassin if he manages to get out multiple impels in a fight. So they just blow him up with Ancient Apparition. He is the target.
That's a good point, right? The chain stuns you've got. You mentioned the Axe Shard here on Faith Bian as he gets jumped, but the quick BKB, the Golem. They throw things towards Ori. Faith Bian's being hit with the physical damage. Poyo tracks back onto Leshrac. The self-fuels, and now the arena comes out. The Hex and the Spike, Finger of Death. Finding a target, but Y still alive. Tanks through it as Faith Bian buys back. Y dies at long last, and Poyo picks up a triple kill, but LGD still ready to fight. Arme full HP,
full mana.
In comes the Phantom Lancer. It's his game to win, and I don't think LGD are going to let VICI Gaming get anything more out of this. Poyo with a good spin TP, and DY's back in Fountain 2. But it's VICI Gaming that are in the pit. LGD preparing themselves. Roshan at half health already. Can they spot inside? They're pinging it out. Roshan is already dead. The stun from Nyx comes out onto 2 of them.
But only during the form.
Only during the Dragon form with the range. He's not going to go for that Aghanim Scepter or anything like that.
Because it's great against the PL illusions.
Stuns them all. Oh, Jinkyu. Oh.
He went for a different... Actually disappointed. He went for Dragon Blood, HP regen, and armor. I mean, it gives him more sustain against the PL and the illusions, but I would prefer the other one.
That would have been cool. VICI Gaming, though, they set up for the 2-man Spear Arena. Old 11. Beautiful. Y is cleared through, and Arme's about half HP. Dragonite comes in. They start up an Ice Blast him down. Nothing to say. Gone with a finger. And Arme stuck in the trees. Manta style. Doppelganger ready again. Turnaround stun. As Nyx Assassin holds out for his PL. VICI Gaming on the run forward, though, with the RP. Nothing to say. He's got 3 of them. He just cleaves them in twain. Oh, that's Magnus. Monumental pickoffs there from Nothing to Say. That could be just the defense of the base. Ori and Poyo still going, though. Magnus in trouble now. PL, can he do it with that Split Earth landing? Poyo and the DK in trouble, but the cleaves. The damage being spilled out onto that Phantom Lancer forces him back.
That's Aegis. Dragonite decides to jump in, has Satanic, has Cheese, so can get the mana back and the HP if needed.
They still have Omni Slash as well. Juggernaut, is he going to spend it? No, there's a Lotus Orb there, so he spins and sprints forward instead. Beyond Godlike Jug now, and Phantom Lancer the only hero left standing.
And also Mars hit level 25. Just now, Arena of Blood grants you 180 HP regeneration inside of it. Everyone, get in.
Get over here.
What a movie. I watched the new movie. It was so disappointing. Just kidding. You have to watch. We were talking about the Mortal Kombat movie. It's so bad that it's so good.
It's a cult classic. Well, Old 11 has to Yules, but there's a stun. Ori's in on the PL. The chain disables their Hex and the kill. Arme dead, has to buy back. Nothing to say, does get the catch on PYW. 100 seconds without a lion. And Poyo, he's spinning forward. He wants Y. The arena from Old 11 just finding pickoff after pickoff. They do have the Yules on the Juggernaut, but yeah, the Mag's in trouble. Being stunned up and caught by the DK. Gone for 100. LGD now 100% reliant on this Phantom Lancer. Illusions around, burning mana, doing a bit of chip damage, but VICI Gaming don't seem to care too much.
Unfortunately, Ame had to buy back, now has enough gold to buy a full Bloodthorn, which is going to be a lot of burst damage with the illusions when they get a good jump. There isn't a single, a save mechanic in this game, which they would definitely love to have. There is a force
Oh,
stab, but
why?
that doesn't do too much. Why? He also bought back
That's
in the
a
previous
dive back
fight.
for your Warlock. Faith Beyond's coming in, but that swift slash from Poyo so easily demolishes the Warlock. And there's the jump from Old 11, the arena, but the missing spear. Thanks to the Stormcrafter, Jinkyu still dead though. And Faith Beyond gonna following him into the grave. A buyback from Nyx Assassin. 2 versus 4 at this point, and every lane moving in towards the Radiant base.
BYW was all over the place in the mid game, going on the targets, kind of enabling them to get to this point. Juggernaut hit level 30, that means 1 extra seconds on Omni Slash, on top of Omni Slash coming out from the Aghanim Scepter.
They're going on 2. That's a good start for LGD. EY and PYW slowed by the upheaval. The turnaround stunned Poyo also spinning in, but the RP, nothing to say. He's cleared through 2 already. Arena, they're going to catch out the Warlock inside. Or Wise on the left-hand side. It's Faith Beyond that's taken down. Leshrac gone with no buyback on him. And Roshan alive. Jinkyu burrowed. They've got that Bloodthorn on the Juggernaut. And Poyo
The spell it
out
went
of mana now.
completely. They definitely need it on Ahmed to be able to get that Aegis. Bought back in the previous fight, not gonna have it for a while.
Jinkyu frontlining. The scans connect from both teams. Red circles on the map. DK
Big
stun.
stun.
2-man. Impale in and upheaval slows them. Aegis grabbed by Arme. Cheese, Aghanim Scepter, all the goodies. Straight into the pockets of LGD. LGD, bit of a mirror movement here going across to the ancient camps. Triangle belongs to them, and they know that mid lane is just this wave continually pushing up against the beaches of VICI Gaming's base. Phantom Lancer, jump in the Lion. Ori finds the stun though, and the arena there, the BKBs come out. Nothing to say wants the RP, but he can't land it. And they're trying to focus down Faith Beyond now. Jinkyu gets slapped down by Poyo. Drop the golem on the DK. Phantom Lancer in the back lines, but Faith Beyond at the front just dies. Poyo comes out with a double. His Beyond godlike streak just never ending. PYW has an Eon disc. And Phantom Lancer always stuck here. Where's his team? He doesn't have one anymore. They're all ditched him. Oh, no Magnus, no Warlock,
low ground.
and Arme hexed up and dead.
He has buyback. They managed to reset the buybacks. Unfortunately, Jinkyu does not have one. Once again, BYW jumps to the Lion, gets that first jump on the PL. It was 10 seconds until Aegis was about to expire, so could potentially just wait there and kill him instantly, but they still managed to do a great fight. RP, once again, available. They need nothing to say to make some miracle happen.
We talk about that ease of execution quite often at the end of a draft, but it's progressed throughout this game to a point at which LGD are behind to a point they need to have the perfect team fights. Whereas VICI Gaming, so far, have been doing a great job splitting the fight. And
Here's the opening.
Just casting their spell.
Oh no, they saw Nyx.
They force stamp him out there, but the arena from Old 11. BKB's up. The Eon does Jinkyu. He also got the Minotaur Horn. Slips away from the arena. Faith Beyond Nihilism. Does come out for a second there, but why dies? Golem dropped on his death and nothing to say. Found by the Juggernaut. Omni Slash gone for over a minute and a half.
Next game, without Magnus, they don't have anything. And now Big Black Dragon coming in with the slows.
Phantom Lancer the only one surviving. VICI don't know that though, do they?
They do not know yet.
Technically. And the double
But it
buyback
doesn't help
here,
them in any way.
that's still going to close in on his high ground. Get on the tier 3. Some structural damage finally into the Radiant base. Nyx Assassin, he is a nuisance, but there is the
Another
jump.
good jump.
PYW, Old 11, the Ice Blast flying in. But the turnaround from the PL and Faith Beyond's Leshrac stunning up the Mars. VICI Gaming have to back him up. Healing Ward keeps him topped up, and Poyo, they're split up. The stuns just keep landing on them. They've got the cheese. They've got the cheese. Gobble it up. Old 11 back in fighting shape again.
This is never-ending stun from Leshrac plus the Nyx Assassin. Look at this, huge range.
But they catch him again. The Carapace does stun out the Mars, split up there, but Poyo, he opens up with Ori. Jinkyu will fall, down goes your Nyx, and your base defense no longer valid. PSG LGD will lose their Leshrac here potentially, now get force staff back by Y.
A lot of those stuns, Nyx Assassin landing the 2 hero stuns plus burning the mana. And we go to 60 minutes. Ex Machina, found by Leshrac. All in Sky on Mag, that's a big one.
Does he keep it? Use that as an initiation tool?
I would.
like no.
I definitely would. Right now, he's just holding the leveler. Damage is a bit lacking coming out from him. You know, he has 400, but with all the armor, and they're gonna go in.
And it's still so rough, but there's the jump. Old 11 gets the catch, and the combo as good as ever. Ice blasting the Warlock. Will have to buy back to hold on to this one because their base is in tatters. RP from nothing to say. BKBs and skewers them back towards the fountain. Goal them in. The
Back
RP
to the
skewer.
fountain.
They're in the fountain. Nothing to say. He throws everything at them. Aegis reclaimed as Ori. He does flap his wings back and away. BKB up and turns the fight. The stun's there, but Pollo's out. DK down, but the Juggernaut still keeps going. Fallen Sky and a skewer back in. Nothing to say. Is toying with VICI Gaming. But LGD can't finish off the Jug, and he is the main hero here for them.
Can he get another one? Back to the fountain. Buyback from PYW, buyback from Ori. They want to end this game. They're going in.
Faith Beyond refreshes up. Moves forward, Lightning Storm slows, looks for the stun, but the Yule Scepter, the Stormcrafter. Cyclones DY out of danger. 2 lanes now looking pretty done. As VICI Gaming claims some buildings.
There's the Fallen Sky plus the Horn.
They catch him out, the Yule's out. Mars still stuck in the fountain. He's dead on the fountain damage.
He
Gone for
threw pressure.
100.
Whoa. Gary, they still holding this game. Dragon Knight with the double damage.
Another Fallen Sky, misses out on the skewer this time. Faith Beyond, trying to hold back on Pollo. The throne is open. Juggernaut can't get the job done though. And Dragon Knight with his DD rune needs his dragon form to come back off cooldown, but he's out of mana at this point.
AoE Hex online, level 25. He gets rid of those illusions so quickly. But the Nyx Assassin being very annoying. Nothing to think but go for the Horn.
Oh, nothing to say. He skewers away. Faith Beyond again. Comes out with his BKB. Beautiful Ex Machina just spamming out all his items. Stunning at the Juggernaut. Buyback out from Arme. Phantom Lance are coming in, but the skewer not working. Nothing to say, can't deal with the BKB of Ori. And now the Dragon Knight pummels Y. Another hero down with their buyback. Ancient Apparition will have to spend his. 4v4 now, and an Omni Slash Finger takes down Arme's buyback.
No buyback on him.
Dieback on him, but a skewer again into Fountain. Nothing to say, sets up on the DK.
This is 6 versus 5, Gary. They're using the Fountain as their 6th player.
They've got the glyph on their base as well. Throne is still standing. PYW and Pollo are afraid. All they need is that one stun. Next stun, RP, whatever it might be, and skewer them back towards the fountain. Again, looking at these buybacks, Mag and Jug, the only 2 with them. Radiant base. It's out in the open, it's cold, it's exposed, and in comes Old 11. Spear catch for the RP. All the BKBs were fast enough. And VICI Gaming
has another one.
They
RP
miss
is
it.
around.
Nothing to say, doesn't land it, and VICI Gaming cracks the game wide open.
They call
GG is
it.
called, they know it's over.
Oh my god, maybe they had it. You know, if he lands that RP, a lot of nerves.
There's one chance.
It uses RP on the ground. But yeah, VICI Gaming in the end prevails. It looked like this game should not be this close.